Did you know that there are 700,170 student members in the FFA? According to FFA.org, there are 8,612 local FFA chapters in all 50 states, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Also, did you know that the National FFA Convention and Expo is one of the largest student conventions in the world? Last October, there were 69,944 attendees. So a part of my personal experience with FFA is my interest in FFA really sparked when I was in 8th grade. I knew people who were in the FFA and they really told me a lot about it, that's when I really decided that when I got into high school, that's what I'd really pursue and that I'll give it a try. And I'm so glad that I joined FFA because I get to go on so many fun trips and adventures. It has helped improve my public speaking and leadership skills, and it has made me who I am today and has helped me grow as a person. I chose to talk about FFA for this persuasion speech because of my knowledge and experience that I have through this organization. Also, there are plenty of different stereotypes that I've noticed over the years. A lot of people see FFA differently than I do. Not only am I going to explain why young people should join FFA, but also convince my audience that there is more to FFA than just agriculture and farming. So the first reason that people should really get to join FFA is you get to go on so many fun trips and adventures. I'm just going to note a few that I've gone on over the years through my FFA chapter. So National Convention is one of them. This is where a lot of the chapters across the nation gather together and you go to a convention, and then there's an expo where you can walk around. And I just think it's a great experience to get to know new people around different states and just get to see their culture, the way that they would do things. And it's just a great way to get to know new people and just really come together as an FFA chapter across the nation. And state convention is another one. It is the same concept of National Convention, just a lot smaller. It's only the state of Kentucky, which is awesome because, our state of Kentucky, I know a lot of people throughout our state that are in FFA, and it's a great way for us to all come together like National Convention as a state. And so next is FFA Camp, which is another really big one and one of my favorites. And you get to go to different workshops and you get to learn different leadership skills that the state officers will come and teach you. You get to do a bunch of activities such as the athletic groups where you can play baseball, softball, volleyball, and you can really come together as a FFA community all around the world, all around the country, and it just really helps you get to know each other more, and it just gets to build up your leadership skills, and it's just really a great bonding experience. And also the exploring ag trips, I'll mention some that we've been on. We went to St. Louis my freshman year, Memphis, Tennessee my sophomore year. We went to Knoxville, Tennessee my junior year. And then this year, sadly, because of coronavirus, we weren't able to go to Moline, Illinois like we planned to, which is really devastating, but it's okay. And so these trips are really mainly for people who want to go through careers in the agriculture field, and it just really gives a wide variety of what they can go into. And next is the Lee County Pig Roast. Sadly, last year was the last year that we were doing this with them. And the Lee County chapter puts on a big pig roast and invites our chapter, some other chapters around the area, and a bunch of people, and we all come together and just spend time and eat an awesome meal. And next is officer retreats. Of course, you have to have an officer position for this, but if you do plan on becoming an officer, and I'm going to explain some officer tips along the way, but it really helps you just bond with your officer team and your advisors, and it just gives you a great idea of what the year is going to be like. You can come with goals. I went to Gatlinburg my junior year when I was chaplain, and then we went to Washington, D.C., which is a really good experience this year. So when it comes to being an officer, it's important to have public speaking and leadership skills. FFA offers tons of things to help improve or give you these so-called skills. So the first thing is speaking competitions. For the past couple of years, I've personally been involved with the impromptu speaking competitions, and this year I did parliamentary procedure, which really opened up my idea to what delegating a meeting is like. And so with the impromptu speaking, it's really brought me out of my shell, and it's really just allowed me to really speak up, because usually when I was freshman, I did not want to speak. I wanted nothing to do with speaking in large crowds. I was a little shy. But these competitions really brought me out of my shell and just allowed me to really want to speak in front of people. And it's a really good opportunity, and I really think people should really get involved in speaking and getting their public skills up. And so another couple officer things is opening and closing ceremonies. This is another leadership skill that we have, where we lead our chapter, we lead our club meetings, we lead our banquets, and that's just a really good leadership opportunity to have. And also, when you're in FFA, you get a bunch of opportunities to serve your community. We've done a lot of community projects, such as we went to the Daniel Patino shelter in Owensboro a couple times and helped serve food and just help care for those that were there. And also, we planted trees for a big supporter of ours that support FFA. They donate a bunch of money every year and just give us a bunch of things to allow us to go on trips and everything. And we planted trees for them at their tree farm. And that was a really good experience to just help the community. And also, the community really sees the impact that FFA has on our future generation. They always say that we are the leaders of our future and that we will really strive and build up our future and just really become big leaders and impact the world. So another reason, so those two first reasons really add up to this reason, that it has made me who I am today and has helped me grow as a person. So I've met so many people through FFA, lifelong friendships and relationships that I would cherish for the rest of my life, and then you meet people from national convention, state convention. It just really grows big bonds that you want to have. And it has also brought me out of my shell, like I said, with the big public speaking and then impromptu speeches really brought me out and really allowed me to speak up for myself. And I can also be myself. Whenever I'm around the ag wing or just anyone in FFA, I'm allowed to be myself. I don't have to pretend to be someone that I'm not. And it's always a good feeling to know when you're home and you just get to have a feeling of going to that ag wing, just being home. And FFA it really is a home for me. And I want people to feel the same way that I have through this organization. So back to the stereotypes I was going to talk about that people see FFA differently. So a lot of people I talk to that aren't a part of FFA tell me that it's all about being country, wearing boots, all about cows, tractors, things like that. But I agree that all these things are included in FFA, but let me tell you this. I didn't grow up on a farm. Yes, I do live in a rural area around woods, surrounded by woods, but I didn't get the full experience with agriculture. So FFA has so much to offer, like fun trips, you get public speaking and leadership skills, and it really just makes you who you are, and it just really helps you grow as a person. So I'm saying that you do not have to have an agricultural background to really be in FFA. It can be for whoever or whatever your heart desires. So this amazing organization has shaped me into the person that I am right now, and I know that my FFA roots will always stay with me forever. So as you can tell, I'm a really proud FFA member. Here's my jacket right here. And so I just want people to know, just to take this to heart, and I want middle schoolers or anyone transitioning into high school to really think about joining FFA and just have it in their mindset that FFA is just a great organization, and it can be for anyone from any background, any culture, and there's so much that FFA can do for people's lives. Thank you.